Hey everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with another scrapbook process video. This one is for my Creative Scrapbook, and I'm using the November main kit. So you can just see, I'm just quickly showing you everything that comes in the main kit. The collection is Vicki Boutin's Evergreen and Holly. So I showed you the two ephemera packs, one of the stencils that we got that's Vicki Boutin, and then the chipboard sticker sheet. So here are all the papers that come in the kit. This kit is just jam-packed. I had so much fun creating with it. This collection is just gorgeous, and it's got this like vintagey vibe to Christmas, and I really enjoyed playing with it. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started on the process. I really wanted to use the stencil that came with the kit, so I pulled out a piece of marshmallow cardstock. This one is basil, and it's pretty thick. I did prep it with gesso off camera and then had it dry, and now it's ready for me to use. So I was so excited because the stencil that came in my kit is the star stencil, and I love, simple stencils that you can, utilize so many times, like over and over. And of course, I broke my palette knife. My texture paste is quite old, so I mean, it still works. I guess the good thing about it is it dries quickly, and it still works. So I just had to really press hard for it to work. So I'm just pushing some white modeling paste through the stencil, and then I have every intention of spraying it with some shimmers paints from my stash. So after that dried, which didn't take very long, I pulled out some green shimmer sprays. I can't remember the colors that I used. I know one is Palm Reader, one's Keep Palm, and then I know, another one's Olive Branch, and then I think I used Four-leaf clover. Now they do look similar in color, but some of them have shimmer, some don't, and they are just, they're very close in color, but they're all different names. So here I'm just spraying on some of that green. I really wanted a pretty green background, and what I love about adding modeling paste through a stencil and then adding ink spray on top is it really allows the stars or whatever shape of the stencil you're using to really pop and show up. And I love how it looks. I love the texture. I love the dimension. I love all the different shades of green. I did some splattering. I sprayed some clean water. I just let the colors run and blend, and it's just very simple, but something where I could have my photo and embellishment sit on top of. Now, while the spray is still wet, I went ahead and dropped in some white acrylic gloss paint spray, and it just kind of like faded out, and I like how that turned out. So there is the dried background, and now I'm just going to take excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get over this cold and it's driving me crazy. I got a flu shot. I had this like little cold, and then I got a flu shot, and I think it just kind of extended my minor cold, and it's quite frustrating. But anyways, so I trimmed like a 2-inch a piece of this pattern paper and adhered it to the back on the top and bottom of my paper. And so I'm just going to cut into my cardstock to expose that pattern, and then I'm going to rough up the edges. And it's just a little something, it's just adding a little bit of extra color, and I like that technique. So here's the photo of my boys. They're just in front of the Christmas tree. I believe, was this last year? I think this was last year. And they're just decorating, having fun. And so I thought the houses from the chipboard sheet would be perfect because we're at home. And then I also fussy cut some of those greenery pieces from one of the other pattern papers and kind of use those as embellishment cluster placements. So I kind of figured out that, the houses would be 3, and the little, what am I trying to say? The little bundles of like pine needles would also be like a layering piece. So I'm just going through the ephemera pack. This one has like tags and journaling spots and some words and labels and stuff. So I like that we got both because I like to utilize both. With this pack, to me, these are great layering pieces. There are some that are, pretty large, so I use those basically as just bottom pieces to my photo cluster. So I'm opening the other ephemera piece and grabbing, the stockings. I've got some ornaments. That cute little red cardinal is on there, and just embellished, pretty simple. My title is, does it say Twinkle Lights? I think that's what it says. And then I've added some bits of tangled thread, and that's basically it. I don't think I add too much more. I didn't want it to be too busy, and I thought the houses were really cute and perfect. So this page has a lot of dimension. I layered them. I popped things up on foam tape. I tucked things here and there. I added some black and white twine to the tag underneath my photo, but I love how it turned out. This collection was so fun. This was the first layout that I made with it. So stay tuned throughout the month. I will share the other 3 that I make. I'll share it throughout the month. But since there is a lot of black in the collection, I thought some black splatters would really pull everything together, and I like how that turned out. So I'm going to show you the layout up close here, and then you could see all the dimension, the texture from the stencil, the mixed media. I had so much fun creating this page, and I'm enjoying documenting Christmas. So this is the first of a few that will, so stay tuned. So here is the final layout as well as some close-ups, but thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I will have everything linked in the description box below for My Creative Scrapbook. I'm so excited to still be guest designing with them. So stay tuned for more layouts using the November main kit, as well as coming for December. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.